بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. Today we'll be talking about one of the very important questions that the Americans want to know and answer to, and that is, what is Sharia? Or like they say, what is Sharia or Sharia law? So first of all, whenever you get asked this question, what is Sharia or Sharia, you have to understand that there is a lot of misconception and confusion amongst the people, number one. Number two, there is a lot of maligning of this whole word, the terminology. It's been projected by the media, especially here in America, that it is something very barbaric, something horrendous, something that is evil and cruel, something that will make the Muslims look like a bunch of hardcore extremists, terrorist kind of people. So that's the biggest deception or deceptive tactic that is used by the media in order to scare people away. So an average American watching the news, watching the media, has all these apprehensions in their brain that, oh, Sharia or Sharia is like very, very barbaric, very aggressive. It's it's capital punishment. It's chopping people's body parts and organs and whatnot. So first of all, you have to tell them that what does the word Sharia mean, or as they say, Sharia. The word Sharia comes from Shara, which means literally a path of water in Arabic language. So when the water makes its path going through tributaries or rivers or canals, how it makes its path through, that is what it means literally. Islamically, or according to Quran, Sharia means a divine law. Now, a lot of times there's a misnomer. The misnomer is, what is Sharia law and what is Sharia? They would ask you, what is Sharia and what is Sharia law? So basically, Sharia or Sharia is one thing, and law is a component of it. There's no such thing as a separate Sharia law and a separate Sharia. Sharia comes from Shara, which means binding or incumbent upon you. So literally translated, it's a path of water that makes through. So it defines a path and tells you to go and trek on this path. And that is linguistically. And technically speaking, or scientifically speaking, or Islamically speaking, Sharia means a divine law. A law that has been revealed in scripture from God, from Allah, for human beings to practice. Now, in the divine law Sharia, there is one aspect of criminal justice, which deals with crime and criminality and punishments and whatnot have you. So that's probably maybe 10%. 90% of Sharia is a bunch of rules and regulations, guidelines, SOPs, how to live your life. For example, how to raise kids is part of Sharia. How to be good to your parents, kind and respect to parents, that's part of Sharia. How to deal with your neighbors, that's part of Sharia. How to be hospitable to your guests, that's part of Sharia. How to pray, how to fast, how to give charity, that's part of Sharia. How to have your social dynamics of life, your social structure of society, that's part of Sharia. How to have, legal financial transactions in terms of sale and purchase, trading, that's part of Sharia. Loan and loan demarcation and how loan settlement is done, that is all part of Sharia also. Allah has revealed verses in the Quran that deal with that. So overall, in conclusion, Sharia is a law, divine law, and 90% of it is guidelines and SOPs and etiquettes and manners and values that we have to adhere to. It's not barbaric, it's not aggressive, it's not horrendous, it's not scary at all as they try to project. And 10% has to deal with criminal justice, that if somebody commits a crime, somebody commits a sin, somebody commits a murder or any other kind of thing, how the law will deal with them. And yes, there is some capital punishment. There is cutting off the hand, there is flogging, there is stoning to death, and all these things. That's part of the criminal justice part as a form of deterrence to people. so they understand. So make sure when you explain this to your non-Muslim friend, explain to them in this way to differentiate between that, this is how the whole Sharia is an embodiment of practicing your religious values in life. Jazakallah khair, and thank you for listening.